thought it'd be quite a nice idea, Paul, when we just pull over up here.
Yeah.
We'll let you have a go.
Me?
Yeah. You want to go?
What's up, guys? Welcome to Supercars of London, and you join me in a very familiar place. We're at Redline Specialist Cars, and I'm being joined by Daryl once again.
Hello.
How you doing, mate? You good?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The last time that I was with Darren, we were at Lamborghini Pangborn speccing your Urus.
Indeed.
Which is on order. Very, very exciting times. Lamborghini haven't quite given you any information as to when that's going to land.
Not yet.
But that doesn't stop him from adding to the EV hire fleet. There are 4 divisions. We've got the 4x4 Performance, Prestige, Performance, Electric.
That's it.
I've done my research. But today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're car shopping, but not how it's usually seen on this channel. Normally, I'm with TGE, I'm with Archie, I'm with Daryl, and we're finding a car that is specific to our tastes. But this time, we're adding to the EV hire fleet. So we need to find a car that's cool, it's quirky, there's a novelty to it,
Yep.
but appeals to a wider audience, because we're trying to appeal to people that potentially will hire this car. And what better place to do that than Redline Specialist Cars?
Can't get better than that.
Because the cars that they've got in stock are always phenomenal. Dean, come over. I know you're working, but
Always working.
the camera's rolling. Dean, how are you doing, mate?
I'm very good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you very
Nice
much.
to see you.
I was just explaining that this is ultimately the perfect place if you need to supercar shop.
Well, thank you very much.
Car shop in general, to be honest, because they've got price ranges all over the place, and dailies all the way down there, SUVs. So for the next 10 to 15 minutes, myself, Daryl and Dean are going to be on camera as we go exploring into the Redline stock list, have a look at some of the quirky stuff. I really want to take out the Porsche Cayman GT4. I've had quite a small taster of that car, but I feel like it's got the novelty factor, it's an engaging drive, could be a good rental car. I know you want to look at...
The McLaren 570S.
Okay,
That
nice.
one, that's very tasty.
Have you got any suggestions, being the lord of Redline?
I think if you're going to have a look at something prestige,
Yeah.
then I might just have a wild card up my sleeve. So
Okay.
I'll show you that in a bit.
Okay, right.
Right.
Let's get these cars out, and please, everyone, get in the comments. I'm going to do my best at documenting as much stock here as possible. Please help us all decide what is like the best car for EV hire to add to the fleet. So let's get these cars started up and have a bloody good day test driving cars. I love spending other people's money. Roof down weather.
Yeah.
And I've been nominated to be the EV Hire official test driver to find his next car. So we start with the 570S Spyder. This is Volcano Orange. I've driven this car before in Barcelona and had an absolute blast. I mean, it's essentially the 570S, all of the characteristics of that car, but with the roof down, which makes it that much more engaging, it makes it more fun.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And I think the key word in this video is going to be novelty, because it keeps that novelty factor. You'll never get bored of being able to take the roof down.
No. This is a 2017 67 car.
Yep.
It came to us pretty much new. So it's actually a back qualifying car, is this one, which is suitable to some companies.
Yep.
If they want it as a back qualifying car. It's
That basically means that you can claim the VAT back and you get it for 20% less.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
They are so quick.
They're so fast. They're fast, but they don't feel unsafe doing it.
No, they don't.
And that is sort of what you need a little bit in a rental car. Oh, and it sounds good with the roof down.
Good, yeah.
And this is a good place to start. This is an out-and-out supercar, and I hate the fact that McLaren call it a sports car.
I know, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Because this rivals is as fast as a 488 up to like 140.
Yeah.
And it just...
And it does have a nice sound. I know they get slated for not having a sound McLaren, but it's quite its own unique sound.
I think, do you know what it is with the 570, the coupe?
Yeah.
Is that the internal cabin is quite disconnected away from the exhaust system sound,
Yeah.
whereas in the Spyder you're connected to it much
Yeah.
more, so it actually provides a little bit more emotion being the convertible version, that it's louder, and then when you find an enclosed space like a tunnel,
Yeah.
it properly screams.
It does. Yeah, it does.
I think this is a good place to start. I like these cars. I think the colour is pretty perfect in terms of for shouting and being noticed.
Yeah.
And fundamentally, I'm going to do one more acceleration.
You're just having fun.
I'm just having fun, exactly. That's what it's all about.
Let's go.
Right, here we go. Test drive number 2. Darryl in the passenger seat. I think you're here more so to moderate my skills as EV High's official test driver now.
Yeah.
But here we are in the GT4, immediately in sport mode, because that's the only way really you should drive this car. The exhaust valves open up, you get these nice crackles on overrun. It's got bags of character, this car.
Sounds great.
It is basically the closest thing that you can get to a fun race car for the road.
Yeah.
If you go to the Nürburgring, it is all GT4s.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So in terms of an occasion, this is exactly what you're looking for. I'm pretty sure it's got auto rev matching, so we're going to test it on the downshift now. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Porsche and McLaren both get the driving position bang on.
Yeah.
The McLaren is a lot of fun. I feel like the McLaren maybe a little bit more pantomime because it's the convertible, so you feel a little bit more connected to everything.
It's got the doors.
It's got the doors.
Yeah.
Whereas this just feels more of an occasion to drive because you were just getting it and drive it hard. It's not a car that you'd probably cruise around in. The gearbox isn't set up for that. But the soundtrack is one that is worth listening to.
And how does that compare sound-wise to the McLaren, you think?
This sounds way better.
Better?
Yeah. This car, I had to do a little bit of research because we haven't got Dean with us, is £74,000. So in comparison to £160,000, £170,000 for a 570S, totally different price point.
Yeah.
But if we're going to compare to the McLaren, you're not going to lose money on this, whereas you're likely to lose money on the McLaren. So when you start thinking it from that point of view, you run a business.
It's a big factor for us.
It's a big factor.
Yeah.
Depreciation comes into your balance sheets.
Absolutely. Nice.
Yep, it revs high.
Yeah, Revs, I was just looking over. Yeah. So we don't have any Porsches on the fleet at the moment.
Okay, so this.
So, and we never have. So I'm very interested to see what people think if this is something they would like to rent.
Okay, I think that's a good question to start the discussion in the comments. We're now in car 2. We've done the 570S Spyder. I kind of get a feeling that seeing as there are quite a lot of McLarens out there to hire, they're quite good cars to rent.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I think, is probably the perfect Porsche because it's exotic enough and it's fun enough to make an occasion of it. You could have it for the weekend and enjoy it. I'm not necessarily saying this is the right spec. I think if you were going to go GT4, you'd have to go something wacky.
Yeah.
I think yellow's pretty good. I think there's some nice Miami blue cars.
Yeah.
That's sort of where I'd see this fit. Very, very cool car. Right, now let's go find Dean. Let's try and find some other quirky bits that he's got. Okay, we're here.
We're here.
Where is here? I don't even know where we are.
So this is Goldsborough Hall.
Goldsborough Hall.
So this is obviously Goldsborough Hall in North Yorkshire. It's a beautiful stately home that's been converted into a hotel. Yeah. They've got fabulous food, Michelin star food, all that sort of thing. And Mark, who owns the place, has very kindly let us have this car, which you're going to see any second now.
So it's going to come out of there, right?
It is. Yeah.
Well, here we go. I don't know what it's going to be, but potentially this could be the car for EV High's Prestige Fleet. Let's go.
Let's see.
Gold Spirit of Ecstasy. Probably the most expensive number plate in the UK. An extended wheelbase Rolls-Royce Phantom. Absolute. It's so big. Like,
it is. Yeah, it's a big car.
that's the size of a cat. This is the scale size that we're dealing with. Cat versus extended wheelbase. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a ridiculous thing. This is how much legroom I've got in. I thought I was underdressed for this stately home that we're in. I'm now underdressed for the Rolls Royce that I'm in. But I think let's get some GoPros up and let's take this for a drive. Yeah?
I think so. Certainly no need for these today.
No. It is always sunny. It is always summer at Redline. Every time I come here. According to Mark, who owns this car, this is the highest spec extended wheelbase Rolls-Royce Phantom. And I feel so out of place in it, wearing ripped jeans and a Converse hoodie and a baseball cap. Wow. What's it like to drive, Dean?
It just feels like it's floating to me.
Really?
Yeah. It's and seeing that Spirit of Ecstasy in gold just at the front of the bonnet there, 7.5 miles in front of you.
Yeah. It's extra special.
It is.
Yeah.
Which you'd want in the Prestige fleet, right? Let's head back to Redline and try and find one more car that could be the ultimate next purchase for EV hire. This isn't a bad way to end the day.
Wow. They certainly brought out the stops for us.
Yeah. Well, we've just come out of the extended wheelbase Rolls-Royce Phantom, and Dean at Redline has got that out. We're going to go in that.
Yeah, why not?
So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a white 918 Spyder that is for sale at Redline. It's got £90,000 worth of Visac carbon options on this car. You can see the carbon diffuser, carbon spoiler, unbelievable spec. And it was sat in a showroom, we were ogling over it. I suppose if you want to do something a bit different, a bit quirky,
Well, this is it, really, isn't it?
this is how you do it. Empty the bank account, because we've gone from McLaren 570S Spyder to a GT4 to a £500,000 extended wheelbase Rolls Royce with a £10 million number plate to that. Here we have one of the ultimate hybrids in the world.
It is.
One of the Holy Trinity. And I just find it so weird that we're in electric mode.
It's quite cool though, isn't it?
It is so cool to just poodle around town in electric mode. I had a friend that had one of these and he loved just cruising around town like this.
Yeah.
Because it's the novelty factor. I wonder how much this would cost for a day rate to hire. Because remember, there was a Bugatti Veyron that was 17 grand for 24 hours, £17,000. So if you consider the value of the Veyrons back then was 750 to 900,000 pounds. This being, how much is this up for?
1.2.
1.2 million.
20 grand.
It's got to be over 20 grand.
Yeah.
How cool is this? Finishing the video in a 918 Spyder, a 1.2 million pound car. It's been a pleasure to hang out with you for the day. Thank you very much.
Paul, yeah, absolutely.
And I think everyone needs to get into the comments and discuss what's the best car that is for sale at Redline that you've seen in this video for EV hire. I knew that was coming. I could see the downshift and I was like, concentrate on what I'm saying.
So I thought it'd be quite a nice idea, Paul, when we just pull over up here.
Yeah.
We'll let you have a go. You want to go?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Would you like to have a go in the 918 £1.2 million car, Paul?
Yes, I would. I did not think that was going to be the way that we end the vlog. Right. Okay. This is it. I'm going to complete the Holy Trinity.
Yeah. I should be driving here.
Left-hand drive. drive.
Just, I'll put my foot down here then just to wind you up a bit. It's insane. Oh.
Pick it up. Archie, go away. You're delaying my 918 drive, so off.
You're not driving one of them, are you? Are you driving around in it?
No, I'm in the driver's seat.
Oh, is he?
I'm letting him have a little treat, Archie. Just up and down the ring road. Rob's allowed us to have a little treat just up and down here.
Dean, he shuts cars.
Take care, mate. Bye. Bye.
Well, that was Archie Hamilton trying to block my drive in a 918 Spyder. Right then, here we go. Oh, this, ladies and gentlemen, is ticking off the final car in the Holy Trinity. And the guys at Redline have hooked this up. Oh, and it's pretty immediate, the power. That was no more than 10-20% throttle.
Such a nice sound, isn't it?
It is.
Love it.
It's a raw sound.
It is very
really,
raw.
really raw.
Yeah.
There's no synthetics. There's no sounds that shouldn't be there.
No.
Everything is how it should be.
Yeah.
When you see it on the road, it looks like a concept car.
Yeah, absolutely.
In white especially, it looks like it's something from the future.
Yeah.
The interior is super futuristic, and honestly, like, I'm looking at everyone's reactions as they see this car, and if I was just cruising around on my commute back from work and I saw a 918, I'd be like, what the hell? I'd get so excited. Now, I know that I've only driven it for about 5 minutes, but you can really see a difference between this, the P1 and the LaFerrari. And for the last 5 years, however long they've been out and known as the Holy Trinity, the question has always been, which one would you have out of all of them? But I can totally see why, if you're rich enough, you'd own all three.
Yeah.
Because they're so different. The P1 is this raw, almost loose Widowmaker that really will bite you. The LaFerrari is this V12 singing symphony. And this is, it's just so clinical, but it is raw, like, but it's planted. Like, it really feels connected to the road, whereas the P1, I got the impression that if you were a little bit silly in it, it would shoot you off a cliff. Whereas this, I'm now just cruising in it. And the amazing thing with this car, I think, was something that we always talked about in the car community, was this is probably the one that you could daily the most.
Of course, yeah.
And you said that you have experienced this car, obviously a lot longer than me, having it in stock, but you say this is one of the best cars that you've driven.
It is personally for me, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I met somebody who owned one of these once, and he'd done about 36,000 miles in it.
In what, in a 918?
In a 918.
What a baller!
And he bought it brand new, and he just said, for me, it's the best everyday car. He lives down in London, he can put it in hybrid electric mode.
Yeah.
And he just said he loves it.
No congestion charge, free parking.
Yeah, and he's paid, what, $680 for this car?
Yeah.
Is he going to lose any money even with 36,000 miles on the clock?
Nope.
Yeah. Why not?
What a hero. Oh, man. Well, there we go. A very short but very appreciative drive in the 918 Spyder. Very, very cool, Dean.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You are the man that has enabled me to complete the Holy Trinity. I've driven all of them now, completed it. Well, there we are. That has been a pretty ridiculous day up at Redline. Blue sky, like, we could not have picked better weather to come up here. For some reason, whenever I come up north, the weather is beautiful. So the myth of that it's always raining up here is not the case. I've proved that myth wrong. But we've test drove a bunch of different cars, some interesting stuff, some quirky stuff. Redline specialists and Dean, thank you very much for allowing myself and Daryl to come down here. And please comment below if you were in Daryl's shoes, if you owned EV Hire or ran at a rental company, what car would you pick to join the fleet? We want to hear from you. Get in the comments, let us know. We'd be really interested to see what there is.
Really interested.
We're actually going to go through the comments and then potentially...
I'll read them.
Yeah, you potentially might buy one.
If I get enough people saying it, then it makes sense.
Right, stay tuned for the next video that I do with Daryl, because that is coming a lot sooner than I originally thought, and you originally thought as well. It's actually coming next week. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very, very soon. I will see you on Sunday, in fact, for the reveal of my LP640 Murcielago that has been wrapped by Dub Customs, and I'm going to be taking it to Cars and Coffee Topaz and then into London for the first time. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye. And also, head into the link in the description and check out EV Hire, because they've got a pretty cool website, easy booking system. Just do it.